So these will be clips from our just under 3-hour clear of Karazhan. As you can see, we've started, since I didn't start fraps in time, we're starting in media res here with the Moroes fight. In general, with his 4 adds, 2 of them will be CC'd, usually a priest or a hunter with a frost trap. We have sufficient DPS that we're just burning them down. You can see us single targeting. As a mage, you're going to want to assist whoever your main target is. In this case, it's AZ, or fiendishly effective rogue. And you can see we just burned through the 4 of them quite quickly, while our 2 tanks hold on to them as well as Moroes. Don't worry about Moroes until they're all down or under control. At times, Moroes will disappear. He'll stab someone in the back and apply a bleed effect and then reappear. If you are the one who's been stabbed in the back and you have the bleed effect, use your ice block to clear it. If that's already been done, ask for someone to heal you through it if your ice block is on cooldown. Otherwise, once the adds are taken care of, whether that's CC or DPS, apply your DPS to the boss. You're going to want to put up your 5 Scorches and Fire Blast to get your charge up on the Dark Moon card, and then Fireball through. He will disappear at times. You see the Deadly Boss mods showing that he's about to disappear. There, he just did it. So you're going to want to make sure that you time your casts so that you're not casting a 3-second fireball when there's only 2 seconds before he's going to disappear. You've just lost 2 seconds worth of casting time. Also try and make sure that you put a Scorch buff on him a few seconds before he disappears. Otherwise he may disappear and that Scorch debuff will still be ticking, and he'll reappear without the Scorch debuff on him. You'll have to waste time on that. He reappears, we continue DPS. As you can see, he's going down fairly quickly. This isn't a movement-oriented fight at all. Basically, once the adds are down, you just stand there and DPS gently. Nor is it a particularly mana-intensive fight. And there he goes. Regarding Maiden, again, it's a short, fairly easy fight, not a lot of running around. Once you've been placed in your positions around the room, everyone has a spot between 2 pillars. Once the pull occurs and they get them into position on the center of the platform, you're going to want to run right there to that middle step, and then begin casting. You should be just outside the range of her Consecrate, but just inside the range of the healers. You'll, as usual, open your usual barrage with 5 Scorches and a Fire Blast, and then go into the Fireballs. It's a short fight, so you can easily intersperse Fire Blasts between every 3 Fireballs to increase DPS. You're not going to be going crazy trying to hold mana throughout the fight. She will stun you, and again there's a countdown on that. So you'll want to make sure that right before she stuns you, you're applying the Scorch debuff, so that the stun is, I believe, 7 or 8 seconds, and if you're not applying that right before that, your Scorch debuff will wear off on her, as I believe happens in this fight, and you'll have to waste time reapplying that. It's also useful if you're using a Dark Moon card, once you come out of that stun, to start it up with a Fire Blast, in the hopes that maybe you time it right and that quick cast will save you from the charges going off of your Dark Moon card, but that's sort of unlikely. And down she goes. Quite simple. Even simpler, of course, is the Attumen fight. You start fighting his horsey. Your one tank will have that. Once he reaches about 90%, Attumen himself will show up and will be taken by your other tank. He disarms him, but it's Mages, we don't need to worry about that. We just apply a nice steady stream of DPS. Again, it's not a long fight, so mana shouldn't be a huge issue, certainly if you have a Shadow Priest or Blessing of Wisdom to help you. Usual rotation, Scorch to 5, Fire Blast to charge up the Dark Moon card, and then Fireball away. You can certainly include Fire Blasts in between every 3 Fireballs. He will, in the second phase, occasionally charge, but there's an easy way around that, as you will see. So this becomes a simple, again, all 3 of the downstairs fights are not movement-oriented fights. You stay in one position, and you just cast. And you see Attumen mounts up. At this point in time, you're going to want to back off and let the tank re-establish aggro, so don't be madly casting. We found that you can avoid the charges by having them face the corner and then standing basically on his butt, just far enough away that you are outside of melee range. Otherwise, of course, your aggro will go up. So you have to be just that 1 meter away from aggro range to keep your usual caster threat mitigation, but quite close to prevent him from charging. And then it's just a simple matter of debuffing, casting the fireballs and the fire blasts, and making sure that your aggro doesn't exceed the tank, although by then, if it's being tanked by your Attumen tank, he should have plenty of aggro, and you can really just sort of go full out. Again, it's not a particularly mana-intensive fight, so at the end, you could use a flame cap or a destruction potion for the last 20% instead of mana-ing. And down he goes. So those are the downstairs fights.